You may be enterprising, but you're far from having the manpower and money of an enterprise, which means you're probably making do with an improvised storage infrastructure that's barely keeping pace with the demands of your business. The current storage solution you've poured your blood, sweat, and tears, mostly tears, into might be capable of restoring a project from 7 years ago, but let's face it, it would involve some pain and suffering. And as far as scalability, well, stacking up boxes isn't exactly anyone's idea of future forward. Right about now you're thinking, alright, so how do I deal with today's data deluge in a cost-effective, scalable way? Excellent question. Historically, your options have been few and far between. The solutions that offered the comprehensive functionality and security you needed typically carried a price tag that would get you laughed out of any CFO's office. But Imation is changing that. We're making life a lot easier for data-intensive, compliance-driven businesses like yours that are facing extreme data growth. Easy to set up, expand, and administer, InfiniVault is the perfect solution for businesses whose IT resource likely has at least 2 other job titles. InfiniVault is a data archive platform that allows your organization to retain, retrieve, and recover its entire digital world. It's a multi-tiered storage appliance that enables the seamless integration of RDX removable SATA drives, fixed SATA drives, and offsite cloud storage into one intelligent infrastructure. No more arguing about ripping and replacing storage equipment that's reached its scalability limits. Just one streamlined, easy-to-use tiered storage solution that can grow as your business grows. InfiniVault VaultCenter management software is the key to orchestrating all the retrieval, retention, and protection of your data across your multiple storage tiers, making it easy to ensure the right data is served up when and where your company needs it most. You can still accept those pats on the back for fast-tracking e-discovery requests. You just won't have to work as hard to earn them. VaultCenter manages storage workflows based on business policies you set, covering data protection, archiving, and disaster recovery. It provides the framework that covers all 4 tiers of the InfiniVault system: online, nearline, offline, and offsite. It also puts a host of powerful features at your disposal that you'd only expect to find in larger, costlier systems. Okay, so it's not exactly the Batcave, but with a homepage dashboard, wizard-driven setup, automated health checks, and chain of custody reporting at your disposal, you might just feel like a superhero. InfiniVault is also remarkably easy to install. Unlike other systems that take hours or even days and can require expensive on-site service technicians, InfiniVault can be configured in a fraction of that time. Choose whether you'd like to dive deeper into the VaultCenter installation process or continue learning about the benefits of VaultCenter. Once the InfiniVault is racked, configuration is simple. Select System, then Configuration, and finally Network, and set your network information, including IP address, subnet information, default gateway, and DNS information. Click Apply. The system will automatically reboot. Next, select System, Configuration, and Name, and select whether you want the system in Windows Active Directory domain or Workgroup mode. If you select Windows Active Directory domain, you'll be prompted to enter your domain information. Click Apply. The system will automatically reboot. Lastly, select System, Configuration, and Time to set your time zone. The system will reboot one final time, and you're done. Your InfiniVault is now on the network and ready to use. Let's briefly explore VaultCenter's intuitive interface. The homepage is designed to save you time. A comprehensive dashboard view makes getting a quick read of vital system information a breeze. See current tasks, recent alerts, cartridge capacity, and the status of your InfiniVault system at a glance. This is a homepage anyone can love. Seriously, you're going to want a bigger monitor. The set it and forget it nature of InfiniVault means there's very little administrative babysitting required. And when it comes to training new admins, VaultCenter's GUI is clear and direct. You can either take a closer look at the VaultCenter homepage or continue learning about the benefits of VaultCenter. The homepage gives you a comprehensive look at your entire InfiniVault system. Its design is priority-driven and just makes sense. Important information is right where you'd expect to find it. What catches your eye first is a list of common tasks. You'll find these in the upper left corner. In the lower left corner is the main stage, the InfiniVault status. This gives you an overview of how many files and the total size of the files stored on your InfiniVault, and the last time the InfiniVault was backed up. Disk capacity is shown through a handy pie chart. In the lower right corner, you'll find deeper cartridge capacity information for the cartridges currently inserted in your InfiniVault. This information includes vault name, cartridge label, and how much space is left. In the upper right corner, you'll find the most recent system alerts, which include the date and time, the all-important severity ranking, the vault name, and a message about the alert. Tabs across the top of the page connect you to all your admin functions: files, vaults, cartridges, alerts, reports, and system information. Depending on the nature of your business, setting up new vaults and vault folders may become a task in high demand. And you're in luck, because doing it through VaultCenter won't bleed your whole day dry. A wizard walks you through, allowing you to set the specific policies and procedures at every step, from disaster recovery and data encryption to nearline capacity planning and more. Also, you don't have to provision all of your storage up front. You can define and set up vaults as needed. Vaults are kept separated from other vaults, preventing commingling. With InfiniVault, the number of unique vaults is practically, well, infinite. InfiniVault supports any combination of retention policies and manages vaults accordingly. It's all in there. Labeling, location, contents, operations, and verification are all managed by the InfiniVault system in conjunction with the online and offsite tiers, so you're covered no matter what. You can either explore the process of creating a vault or continue learning about the benefits of VaultCenter. To create a vault, go to the Vault tab and follow the step-by-step wizard. Select New Vault and give your vault a clever name. Decide whether you want the vault to be in worm mode. Files written to a vault in worm mode become read-only. You might choose this option if you're in a compliance-driven environment and need to protect your data for the long term. The next prompt gives you the option to enable NFS for Unix and Linux operating systems. The default configuration is CIFS access. You can create one online copy of your files on 7200 SATA drives and up to 4 additional copies of the files to nearline RDX SATA drives, offline RDX drives, or to another remote InfiniVault. Typically, you store 1 or more copies of your files in your online and nearline tiers for fast access and retrieval, and you store 1 or more copies in removable cartridges or to a remote InfiniVault for disaster recovery purposes. By the way, if your online tier starts to fill up, InfiniVault can automatically stub the older files and move them to nearline RDX drives, freeing up online storage capacity for new, more frequently accessed files. You can now set your disposition method. This step is all about keeping your data fresh. It determines what happens to the data on the cartridge after its data expiration. Standard delete removes all references to the files, including encryption keys. Secure delete commits a digital override of your data. Use this function judiciously, because once InfiniVault's encryption goes to work, no amount of forensic analysis will bring that data back. Selecting data compression allows you to write more data to your cartridges than the standard cartridge size allows. You can also deduplicate files on a cartridge. Very useful, especially if you have multiple admins. This is a good option if you're rewriting the same files from different folders. Deduplication prevents multiple copies of the same file from needlessly taking up valuable capacity. Offline location fields help you physically locate your cartridges later. With write verification enabled, your data is verified on the drive before it's actually committed to the drive. Cartridge verification allows you to set the system to periodically validate each of the files on your cartridges. If a problem is detected, you can reconstruct that cartridge and save to a new cartridge, so you maintain a full set of your data. InfiniVault has multi-level data integrity verification capability. For every file written to a vault, a hash algorithm is performed to produce a digital fingerprint of that file that is stored inside the InfiniVault. When files are retrieved, the file's current digital fingerprint is compared with the original, verifying that the data is exactly the same as the original write. Finally, you can select how much data will be in nearline capacity on your InfiniVault, as well as which slots you want to use on your InfiniVault. Alternately, you can choose to have the InfiniVault automatically select the slots for you. Once your vaults are set up, you need to create vault folders to begin saving data to your InfiniVault. First, name your vault folder. If you're using a worm vault, select your retention period. If replicating to another InfiniVault, select Replication, then Enable. Then you can devise your disk management strategies. If you want to keep your data on a higher performance online disk, you can optimize your data for fast retrieval by specifying a period of time to keep your data on that disk. Simple as that. If you choose balanced mode, InfiniVault will oversee your disk management strategies for you, monitoring to keep the online disk area around 50% full. And finally, you can select Optimize for bulk migration if you're seeding the vault with a ton of data. The InfiniVault writes the files to the RDX cartridge as they come, then immediately verifies that the data is written to all copies on the cartridge, and then reduces the file to a 4K pointer. Review the summary to make sure the policies and procedures are desired. Now that your InfiniVault system is humming away, saving you loads of time and your company a lot of money, it's obviously pretty important to make sure things stay that way. That's precisely why a constant health check has been engineered into VaultCenter. When enabled, this automated feature phones home to iMation with a report of the overall health of your system. If any issues are identified, you'll receive an alert message with further recommendations, like creating a support package. A support package pulls all the system logs into a zip file and sends them to iMation for troubleshooting. InfiniVault will also automatically check for and download software updates. Just more busy work that's been taken off your plate. InfiniVault also provides a wide array of reporting options, including audit history, cartridge alerts, cartridge history, file audit, unreplicated files, and more. One of the most valuable of these reports is chain of custody. This report is particularly useful for finance and litigation, as it shows the date, time, and identification of every person who's accessed that file. It even logs any attempts to delete the file. It's a very conscientious machine. We hope this tour has helped you see that scalable storage solutions don't have to be overly complex or costly. InfiniVault's VaultCenter management software automates retrieval, retention, and protection of data across the multiple storage tiers, placing data in the right place at the right cost. If only teaching everyone how to connect the projector in the conference room was this easy. To learn more about intelligently managing and protecting your data with a tiered solution and how you can transform all that data into valuable content, visit www.scalablestorage.com.